Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Life in All Its Beauty. It's a rainy and snowy, icy day outside. So I live in Minnesota up north, like I've mentioned before, and it's hovering right about 32 degrees, and we've got a mix of freezing rain and snow coming down right now. So I'm going to try and make this quick so I can start on my way to work, since that's going to take me longer today. So today I wanted to talk about crochet wrist pain. While I was making my cardigan, I overused my wrist and it started to hurt a lot, especially like on this side, kind of on the inside. And it caused me to not be able to crochet for basically two and a half weeks now. I haven't really been able to do any crochet at all. And so I just stopped crocheting after it started hurting. I stopped crocheting and I waited about a week hoping that it would fix itself, and it didn't really. By the end of the week, my wrist actually felt like it was hurting more, even though I hadn't been crocheting. I hadn't really been knitting. I hadn't been doing my machine knitting. I hadn't been doing anything because I wanted my wrist to get better. I do a lot of typing for my work, and I think that was also aggravating it. So after about a week, I decided to go get some braces, some wrist braces, give that a try before I actually wanted to go see a doctor. So I got this wrist brace. It's from Walgreens, and it's just one that goes like this and holds your wrist tight, and you cinch it up and keeps it quite tight. And so I wore this for a few days, especially after I got home from work, and in the afternoon and evening, just kind of doing chores around the house just to make sure that my wrist was staying straight. And this actually helped a lot. So because it keeps your wrist really straight, and I found that, not being able to do certain things was frustrating, but because, you can't do anything. But it also, I didn't feel very much pain when I was wearing it, and it was kind of like a comforting, tight feeling when I would cinch it up, and it would hold everything all nice and straight. And like I said, it kept my wrist from hurting. And then I also got this little dude here. It's sticking weirdly. And it's just like a compression glove sort of a thing that you put on like this and then wrap it around. And this is also from Walgreens, but I used this so that I can do my typing at work. I used this as I've started getting back into crocheting. I used this while I was doing that, and I found that this little thing actually has helped a lot. Again, right here, it's got that comforting, tight feeling. You don't want it too tight because it will feel like it's starting to cut off circulation. So I don't wear it the whole day while I'm at work. I've been wearing it in an hour or two or however long till I get tired of having it real tight around my wrist, and then I'll take it off. And then finally, the other thing that I did was I did a lot of stretching my fingers, my wrist, just like rolling it around, a lot of stretching it. And it's been feeling a lot better. So yesterday was really the first day that I started actually crocheting again. For about, half a week or so, maybe a week, I've been doing more on the Centro machine, the knitting machine, because I can crank like this. I would put this on and I would kind of grab the handle either like this or even just push it up against here, and I would just kind of crank it. And then I could also use my left hand for that as well, cranking the Centro machine. And it's been nice to get back to the crafts that I love to do. It's frustrating not being able to, pursue the crafts that bring you a lot of joy. So between these little handy doodads and really making sure that I'm stretching my wrist, it's been very helpful. Something I do want to say is that none of this is medical advice. If your wrist is not feeling good, or if you're experiencing pain in your elbow, wherever, and it's not going away, definitely go to a doctor, because it can cause chronic pain and stick with you for the rest of your life if you're not careful. which is why I decided to try out the braces, because I know that those can really help. There are a lot of videos and resources out there as to how to help like wrist pain, elbow pain, etc. when you're crocheting. And so I definitely recommend checking those out. They can be very helpful and give you different exercises and stretches that you can do to help your wrist. And then when you do finally start getting back into crocheting or knitting or whatever you're working on, then take it slow. Don't jump right back into it, because oftentimes it's jumping into crocheting again that causes it. So in my case, I hadn't really been crocheting all that much, just every once in a while and something little. And then I just jumped into making a cardigan, and I've done it multiple times before where I've stopped and then restarted again, and I've never experienced pain like that. But for whatever reason, this time I did. So be willing to stop and let yourself heal, and then get back into it, but slowly. Don't jump into it, because you need to build up that endurance again in your wrist. If you've been having any wrist pain, I hope this helps a little bit, and I hope that it gets better soon. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!